Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well today. Video 2 of 2 for today. I did promise a double upload, and not only have you been given a double upload, and this is video 2 of 2, but you've also been given 2 short videos. Yes, I have launched shorts on this channel. It's the first time that I've done it, and I think it's going to be a regular feature because there's so much news coming out that I'm bound to miss little bits and pieces, and I think it's only right that when something breaks, why not just get the phone out, quick short out there to you guys, give you my thoughts, you can interact in the comments, and we do it that way. You'll still get your double uploads, when it can be done. Of course, if not, there will definitely be a video a day. But I think it's just wise, because if not, we're going to miss information, and there's so much happening, and I want to almost talk about everything, but it's impossible unless if I do shorts. So that has been launched, and that will go into the new season as well. If there's games that I know I'm not going to talk about, or little stories that I'm not going to mention, quick little short, why not? Get it out there and see what you guys have to say. So I've got 2 out there, one about Jude Bellingham going to Real Madrid, and that was made official. I put out a short earlier on that, and Messi's move to Inter Miami, I also did one for that. So make sure you check those out if you haven't already. I'll link them here. Have a look, and that's going to be the format of the shorts on this channel. But we are going to talk about Messi for this video, because since that short came out, I have seen that he's done an interview and he's spoken and he's said things, and there's some things that need to be clarified, some things that need to be discussed, because it's a very in-depth interview. But we're going to start off with Thiago Silva. Why Thiago Silva? You're looking going, Thiago Silva? What's going on with Thiago Silva? Well, it looks like he's been approached. Not on the street, but I mean, he's been approached by somewhere, by a club, by a country, by where? Guess where? Is it hard to guess where it's coming from right now nowadays? Where are all these offers coming from? Oh yeah, the Saudis. Check this out. Thiago Silva will stay at Chelsea, and that came out as of Frank Khalid. Latest news as of Football London, Thiago Silva is expected to stay at Chelsea despite interest from Saudi Arabia. This is actually quite big, because Thiago Silva is at a point of his career where he doesn't have to stay. You know what? He's 38, I think. Is he nearly 39? I mean, you don't have to stay if you don't want to, mate, honestly. Your career speaks for itself. You've done everything. If you want to go and catch the bag, if you want to go and get the money, not a problem, mate. No one will blame you. But the fact that he's turning down interest from the Saudis, where he would make a fortune, because he genuinely just wants to stay at Chelsea, and on top of that wants to stay at Chelsea like this, in the state that we've been in. And he's been in the midst of that. And he's happy to stick around to try and make it right. And he's probably never going to play Champions League football again, because when we're not playing Champions League football next season, are we going to qualify for it for the season after? Maybe, maybe not. He might not play Champions League football ever again. So in the midst of that, instead of waiting until he reaches 40 and then going to Saudi or something where he might not have long at all, he might even just retire and call it a day, he has the chance to go now, and he's not. He's staying at Chelsea. Respect. Now, this differs to someone like N'Golo Kante. I don't want people sending shots at Kante because Silva's staying. Silva came in his twilight anyway. He chose Chelsea in his twilight. From PSG, he was already getting old, and he chose to come to Chelsea. Kante, from his prime all the way up until now, with his injuries, has been loyal to Chelsea and won everything there is to win, except the Carabao Cup, right? But he's won everything. He's done his duty. He has served us well. So it's a different circumstance. With Thiago Silva, though, I admire the fact that he just wants to stick around. I really do. And fair play to Thiago Silva. But the Saudis, I was going to say, when is it going to stop? It's not. It's just not. There was news today that apparently even Riyad Mahrez has been approached by the Saudis. They literally want to take over world football. And you know what? I think they're going to. At this rate, I think they're going to. This is where it's all heading. I'm expecting big things in the Saudi League. I really am. I think it's going to pop off on another level with all these stars heading out there, and they're just getting started. They haven't even started. So with Riyad Mahrez, I do want to stress, and I don't speak as a Chelsea fan here. I speak as an Algerian. Yeah, don't do it. Please don't do it. do not go to Saudi. Not yet. Not yet. Later on, absolutely. Now, no. No. If you're leaving Man City, you go to a top club. You keep going. Because right now, Riyad Mahrez is meant to be in his prime, right? How old is he? 30? I think he's only 30. He's not exactly old. He's still got a few years left before he should consider a move to Saudi if it came along. And at the highest level, he's still playing and operating and doing well. So, yeah, Riyad Mahrez. And look, he's Algeria's captain. There's still big things on that front that he needs to accomplish. He still, as of now, if I'm not mistaken, hasn't played a World Cup, and we came so close to doing that until we lost to Cameroon. Riyad Mahrez needs to accomplish things on that level, and I think he can only do that if he's still operating at a top club like he is at Manchester City. So just keep it going. Don't go to Saudi yet, my friend. Not yet. Later on, absolutely. And you know what? I think for him it'll be easy, considering that he is Algerian. I think it's very, very easy to get someone, at least from an Arabic-speaking country, to be able to go to a place like Saudi and become an ambassador or something. Very easy, very easy. So Riyad Mahrez, no stress on that. And yeah, we'll see what happens there. But Saudi Arabia are going for every single Tom, Dick and Harry right now. And it's absolutely incredible. Now, let's talk about one player that we thought was going to Saudi, and he turned it down. He turned it down, and this is actually quite mega, and it's Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi is confirmed to be going to Inter Miami, David Beckham's team in the United States. He is heading down to South Beach, and he's going to be living the Vice City life. Yeah, shout out to all of you that played Vice City. What a game. One of the best games of all time. But he's going to Inter Miami, and he's spoken. Right? Now, let's go through some of his quotes that he said today in his interview, and then we'll clarify what the deal actually has in it, because a lot of people that seem to be like, oh, no, you know, he rejected the money, he's going to play, you know, he's going for the football. Like, no. He's going for a different business structure, and he's also going for his family. I'll give him that, absolutely. But he is going for a different kind of business opportunity, which in the long run might serve him really, really, really well. And we'll clarify that now. But let's go through some of his quotes. Check this out. I'm at a moment where I want to break away a little, think more about my family. The last 2 years haven't been that good for my family. It was a difficult 2 years for me in general. These were 2 years in which I was not happy. I did not enjoy myself, and that affected my family life. I missed a lot of my children's lives at school. Although I heard that it was said that La Liga had accepted everything and that everything was fine for me to return, there were still many other things that had to be done. I heard that they had to sell players or lower player salaries, and the truth is that I didn't want to go through that or take charge of obtaining something that had to do with all that. I really wanted to return to Barca. I had that dream, but after what happened 2 years ago, I did not want to be in the same situation again, leaving my future in the hands of someone else. I wanted to take my own decision, thinking of me and my family. If it had been a matter of money, I'd have gone to Arabia or elsewhere. It seemed like a lot of money to me. The truth is that my final decision goes elsewhere and not because of money. So, there's more, by the way. This interview is quite large at length, but I pulled out the key bits, and I think it's safe to say that he has made a decision based on his kids and his family. That is absolutely understandable. And this goes back to the point that I mentioned in my short, where I said that the lifestyle is going to fit Messi more, and that's why he's chosen Miami, as part of the reason being his family in Miami are going to be more comfortable, and he's going to be more comfortable with his family there than in Saudi Arabia. Absolutely understandable, especially whilst his kids are still at an age where they're going to school and all of that. The family life and what he might be looking for in terms of his lifestyle is better fitted in Miami than it is in Saudi. Not a problem. That is absolutely understandable. But his point where he says, and by the way, if we're talking about Barcelona, he wanted to go back to Barca. That's been made clear. There were conversations with him and Xavi. La Liga did accept, but he has said that he didn't want to be in the same situation again. 2 reasons. One, he said it in an interview and I read it, that he didn't want to be in the same situation saying goodbye like he did the first time because that emotionally did hurt him. And I can understand that. You don't want to go back to an experience that you don't enjoy, you don't want to go through again. I completely get that. But ultimately, being put through the situation where you go to Barca and then Barca have to sacrifice a lot just to accommodate you because they have to start cutting wages, cut salaries, cut players off and do all that again like they did before. Yeah, I can understand if he's looking at that and going, no. At the same time, some people would look at that and go, well, Messi, if you love Barca, you'd go there and you'd take a cut yourself then, rather than, wait for others to get cuts applied to them. And as much as I hear that, this is why him saying, I didn't move to Miami for the money, I think is a little disingenuous, right? Let's be honest. Of course it's about money. But on top of that, his lifestyle fits better in Miami than it does in Saudi. That's the truth. And I think going back to Barca is going to put him in a situation where I think he's right about one thing, putting his matters in the hands of other people. That's definitely something that I know he doesn't want to go through again, and I completely understand that, seeing how it went past the first time. But let's go through what is included in this deal, because he's saying it's not about money. Let's just say he has a fantastic business strategy going to Inter Miami. You want to know what's part of the deal? Here it is. Check this out from The Athletic. Included in Lionel Messi's deal with Inter Miami: percentage on subscriptions to the MLS Season Pass from Apple TV, paid directly by Apple. Percentage of Inter Miami shirt sales, paid directly by Adidas. Possibility of acquiring an MLS franchise at the end of his career. Note that all MLS franchises contributed financially to see the Argentinian come to the USA. So let's just put this into perspective. All the MLS franchises basically paid to have Messi in the MLS. So this is where I hear Messi and go, it's not about the money. Well, if they didn't pay to get you to Inter Miami, you probably wouldn't have gone in the first place. You probably go at Barcelona right now, seeing as the lifestyle is probably going to fit his family better than it does in Saudi. But even then, Saudi, 400 million a year. You can make a lifestyle for yourself. You know what I mean? With that money. But the percentages on from Apple TV, from Adidas, he gets paid directly by them. That's going to be huge. Do you understand the American market, and especially the entire state of Florida, the entire area of Miami, that are going to buy Messi shirts from their stores and from Adidas, and that's going to be paid directly from Adidas to Messi himself. He is going to absolutely rake it in. On top of that, as I said, the lifestyle is going to fit him and his family. So it's a win-win. But on top of that, the possibility of acquiring an MLS franchise at the end of his career, much like David Beckham is in charge of Inter Miami and he owns Inter Miami, we could see Messi in a similar situation in the future, maybe down the line where the MLS has developed a little bit more and he benefits from that. You know? In the long run, this could be a brilliant business strategy for Lionel Messi. Fantastic, fantastic. So I can completely understand why he's taking it. He doesn't have to say that it's not about the money. Of course it is. And I don't blame him. I don't blame him. This is a great financial strategy. It suits his family. He's going to be in great weather. Miami, kicking back, beach, playing his football. He's got Beckham, right there. You could spud it up with Beckham and go for a meal or something. He's living the VIP life here. This is mad. He is a VIP and he has done his whole life. But the way to end your career, this is a very relaxing way to end your career. Let's just put it that way. So, I think all the attributes within this deal suit Lionel Messi, suit his family, and for him, I think he's made the right decision. So fair play and respect to it. That's it. And good luck to him. Let's see how it goes. But it brings the end of an era. And this is how I'm going to end the video. It's the end of an era. Ronaldo and Messi have both left European football now. That's it. They're gone. Both of them are finito. Goodbye. Arrivederci. Hasta luego. They're gone. And it's a massive, massive end of an era. I would have loved to see Messi go to Saudi to just see Ronaldo versus Messi one more time. That would have been fantastic. But we saw it in that game between PSG and Al Nassr, where both did score. That is probably the best way to round it all off, because that was a cracker of a game. And that's it. It's over. Messi and Ronaldo. We move on to a new era. Who's stepping up to take their spaces? Who's stepping up to be the next ones? Is it going to be Mbappe and Haaland? Where's Neymar in this? He's gone under the radar, hasn't he? Let's wait and see what happens. Let me know your thoughts down below. Much appreciated in relation to everything that I've discussed today. And I will see all of you tomorrow for a brand new one. Thank you very much for watching. Hit the subscribe button if you are new. Hit the notification bell to be notified once I've uploaded. Smash the like button if you've enjoyed this. See you tomorrow, people. In a bit. Take care and peace.